We can go USHL. You wonder about the prospects on all the teams, players either tendered by USHL teams or drafted, and you can see a ton of USA players are part of the United States Hockey League. No Swiss players, but a healthy contingent of players throughout the tournament, either tendered by USHL teams or drafted by USHL teams. So a very strong contingent. 3 or 4 of the Team USA players have been drafted in the Canadian Hockey League as well. Want to get that in quickly. Teams are onto the ice surface. We will not have a national anthem before the game. It happens after the game for the winning team. See Caden Tate in goal for Team USA. Let's go down to ice level.
Of the game, first for Team Switzerland. At left wing, at number 12, Noel Bossard. At center, number 17, Sam Neff. At right wing, number 21, Tim Drusel. On defense, number 2, Daniel Fuchs. On defense, number 3, Nicholas Hassler. And the starting goaltender for Team Switzerland is number 29, Luca Blaser. The head coach for Team Switzerland is Fabio Schumacher. And now the long mechanical starters for Team USA. At left wing from Shaker Heights, Ohio, number 22, Mark Pape. At center from Buffalo, New York, number 17, Sawyer Schmidt. At right wing from Estero, Florida, number 15, Logan Anderson. On defense from Edina, Minnesota, number 14, Becker Wankus. On defense from Fond du Lac, Wisconsin, number 5, Caleb Dinovich. And today's starting goaltender for Team USA from Huntington Beach, California, number 1, Caden Tate. The head coach for Team USA is Jason Guerrero.
So we have the customary handshake and exchange of small gifts by the team captains. And Team USA and the Classic Blues get ready to take on Switzerland. Caden Tate, as mentioned, young man who comes from the Anaheim Junior Ducks program. He is a Des Moines Buccaneer prospect. Last year for Anaheim, the Junior Ducks, Caden Tate, 32 games played, 1.65 goals against average, a very good .920 save percentage. Luca Blaser in goal in his season last year, 21 games played, a 2.61 goals against average, and 11-6-1, one-loss record. Switzerland in the traditional white, trimmed with red with the black pants. And there you see Team USA. Classic jerseys for sure. Some of the Swiss fans here, perhaps parents, watching this game. I had a chance to meet Ty Bergeron last night, had a nice chat with him and his father. They're from my neighborhood, which is downriver Detroit. So USA and the Classic Blues go left to right here in the first period. Sawyer Schmidt against Sam Neff. And Switzerland and Team USA underway on this Wednesday afternoon. Glad you're with us from USA Hockey Arena. Hard on the forecheck, Pape got into his man, the puck behind the net. Pape on the left side now. Leaves it left side for Schmidt. Schmidt with a helper last night in the 7-5 victory over Slovakia. Puck out center ice, Dinovich. Paired with Becker Wankus on the USA D. Switzerland takes it away. They would love to keep the scores down in this game. Dinovich deep in his own zone, finding Wankus. He'll start it up. Becker Wankus, a Des Moines Buccaneer prospect. leaving it. USA real patient here with Dinovich. 2 great stretch passes yesterday for Dinovich. Work at the center, a pass did not connect for Wengus. Back we go the other way, and a shot right side, right on goal, and a glorious scoring opportunity for Domicelli. And he ripped it wide. They tear him off the back wall. Boy, that was close. Switzerland, an early flurry. Puck at the right point, it eluded Adrian Rosa. He has to go back behind his own net to get it. USA gets a change. No score, 1:20 into the period. Switzerland back and over the line. Valerio Weber holds it up in the right corner. Weber looks for play. Goes back on the point and a shot towards the net. Not sure it got all the way through. The shot by number 7, Alicio Ponzo. USA back to Mars. Had a goal yesterday. Wide left wing and a centering feed. And it almost clicked out in front. It bounced out in front for DeMars. That was Cameron Manila up on the plate. DeMars left corner in the Swiss end. Work it around on the other side. Held in at the right point. Now they play it in deep in Switzerland, trying to get it out, but we're going to get a penalty on the play. And we will see. This could be USA, and it is. Switzerland on the game's first power play. This is going to be Rylan Rooney on the penalty. Slashing call. Switzerland, early opportunity to score on the power play. Penalty to Rooney at 2:02. Rylan Rooney, a tendered player for Des Moines. Drop it to the left of Caden Tate in a scoreless game. Domicelli on the draw. That name might be familiar. Dad has played in the NHL for some time. Excuse me. Didn't read the number right. That was Kellen O'Leary on the draw. But his family has been in the hockey business for a long time as well. Sorry about that, Kellen. Kellen O'Leary put it in the USA end. Valenti. And the puck squirts loose out in front. O'Leary tried to wrap around. And USA blocked that well. O'Leary, good energy. Put it to the far side post. Caden Tate has to make the stop. So a little energy for Switzerland here. Working a power play in a scoreless game. O'Leary will take the draw against Sawyer Schmidt. Schmidt won it, but Swiss have it. High slot. That failed to click for Bossard. And USA on the penalty kill, content to play it in deep. Pape hard on the forecheck while killing a penalty, disrupting the flow and the breakout of the Swiss power play. Pape will go to the bench. Nice job by him. Puck loose at center. Wenkus knocked it down. Swiss try it again. Ponzo over the line. And the puck taken away by the U17 selects. And it is Bergeron playing at the length of the ice. Bergeron, a developing good penalty killer. But he can do plenty of other things. Ty Bergeron, a tendered player for the Muskegon Lumberjacks. Hello to you, Ezra Ganello. I'll get in all the mentions as best I can. But we got a game to talk about. Bergeron at center. Taken off the play, but does a good job putting it back behind the Swiss net. 20 seconds left in the penalty to Rooney. No score. 3:50 into the first period. Puck at center. Puck taken away by Logan Anderson from Nicholas Kaufman. Puck in behind the net. Tate put it to the corner. Intercepting Bossard. Bossard being checked in the corner. They work on it 2-on-2 as we get back to full strength. Rooney going straight to the bench on a change. No score, Switzerland and Team USA, the U17 selects. Typical of international hockey, you play that puck in scrums. Held in at the left point and a shot right on goal. Caden Tate kicked that away. One more time. Swiss have it. In deep, looks like Gonzalez. In behind the net. USA working hard. That was Prunty being checked by his man. And the U17 selects regroup as they're called on the icing. I think if you're Switzerland, you want to keep the scores down in this one. They cannot, I don't think they want to get into a shootout with USA. But what do I know? I just call the games, right? Drop it to the right of Caden Tate. Scoreless game. We're 4:38 into the first period. Switzerland wins the draw, and off the draw, good hard shot, and the save for Caden Tate. The shot by Bossard. And a good fundamental play there by Switzerland. Probably, if you watch our broadcast, you probably get tired of me saying it, but good things happen when you win the draw. And that's what happened with Switzerland there. Sam Neff going to take the draw for Switzerland. He's telling the linesman, hey, drop that puck right here. But this time, Bergeron guided it to the half wall. Ty Bergeron up the right side. USA on it, DiConzolo. And I think Bergeron was out there strictly for the faceoff. Ethan Sung up the right side. So this is Grubb with Sung and DiConzolo up front. They were very, very good last night. Grubb had 4 assists last night. Trying to hold it at the blue line does. They work it right side for Sung. Ethan Sung, the Madison Capitals prospect. Work it left side, Valenti. For Sung, left circle. Backhands it to the high slot and a shot right on goal. And the save made for Blaser. USA coming close there. As that was Miniman getting the shot. USA going to the forecheck here in a scoreless game. Valenti moves up. Severe angle. Got the shot and the save made for Luca Blaser. He'll hold it and get a face-off. First real push for Team USA, the U17 selects. Very good look at number 16, Jerry DiConzolo. Peterborough Pete's prospect. He had the hat trick last night. Drop it to the right of Blaser. USA wins the draw. Conboy trying to get the shot after Bergeron won the draw. Conboy guides it in behind the net. Bergeron giving chase. Bergeron behind the net. Work by his man. Bergeron right side. Work it to the right point. Shot Dinovich right on goal. And the save made for Blaser. Out of the corner. It's Conboy. Dinovich. Rattle it off his own man and a backhand shot at the right post. Stopped by Blaser. USA starting to assert themselves here. Last couple of shifts. Tang taking a look. And Switzerland will get it out in a scoreless game. Dinovich one-on-one against Domicelli. Domicelli heading to the net, severe angle. Put it through the blue ice. USA right back with Tang. Tang lost an edge. Moving in Conboy. Got the shot! And the save made by Blaser. And he'll hold it long enough to get a face-off. 6:45 into the first period. Took a couple of shifts for USA to get going, but they've asserted themselves over the last 3 minutes or so. This is Conboy coming in good shape. And a good stop by Blaser. Conboy with a pair of goals yesterday in the victory against Slovakia. Good look at Luca Blaser. Drop it to the left of Blaser, a scoreless game, but not uneventful. Krupp, tell me all about your catchphrases. Well, that's one for me. Scoreless but not uneventful. Nice work on the right side. Manila. Played it in deep, but the Swiss bring it back in transition. Rothel put it to the corner in USA territory. U17 selects right back. That was Scuderi ducking a check, attempted check of Alicio Ponzo, and the puck out of play and into the players' benches. Wearing the A, you see him, Brooks DeMars. Draft choice of the Penticton Bees of the Western Hockey League. I got an assignment for one of our camera guys before the next game. One of the USA players before the game sits all by himself at the USA players' benches, and I believe that's Anthony Valenti. And Anthony just sits there quietly taking in the sights. You don't see that very often. Now, we all have our game day routines. That's one for Valeni. Puck out in front, paper shot, and the save made for Blaser. Held in again by Manila. Manila plays it to the right wing half wall. But Switzerland brings it back. Rothel on a change at center, put it around the boards in USA territory. Prunty in behind the net, finding his defense partner Manila. Manila trying to work off a forecheck, does find Pape. Lead pass ahead, taken away at the Swiss line by Nolan Thuler. Up the boards in a good check by Valeni at center on Ginola. Valeni not the biggest guy in the world, but he does play with a certain amount of grit and spark. Puck into Caden Tate. He'll hold it on the first hop. Get a face-off. Promotional timeout here. Shovelers coming out in a scoreless game. 8:07 in. National Team Development Program plays here. And we start our season, our preseason is actually earlier than that, but we start our season in late September with the Youngstown Phantoms. And there's some of the other important games. We do something here with the U18s called the Kroger College Hockey Series. U18s will be playing Lake Superior State and Ferris State in mid-October. We have our annual Kids Day game against the Youngstown Phantoms, 10:30 in the morning on December the 10th. Another Five Nations tournament coming in February 2026. And of course, the Chipotle All-American game, which will be on the NHL Network on Thursday, January the 15th. Tickets available by calling 734-453-8400. Say hello to Caleb, to Peter, and to Luke. They are standing by. They will take care of all of your ticket needs. They get more airtime than some of the players, but deservedly so. They do a real good job. Drop it to the right of Caden Tate. No score. Shots are even at fore side. Off-ice officials very diligent about making sure those promotional timeouts are the full, whatever it is, minute and a half. Puck around on the boards. USA bringing it out. DiConsolo out center ice. Puck up the middle. DiConsolo picked it off his man, Ginola. Now the puck in behind the USA net. Valeni. And Tate decides to reverse it up the right side. Sung cannot quite get it out. So this is Sung with DiConsolo with the puck. DiConsolo trying to get to the puck, maybe hooked on the play, but we play on as it goes to the Swiss blue ice, and Blaser will hold it and get a face-off. Look at a man with a hat trick last night, Jarrett DiConsolo. DiConsolo played for Shattuck St. Mary's last year, 147 points in 62 hockey games. So he is an offensive driver, absolutely for sure. Drop it to the left of Blaser. Puck around on the boards. No score. 8:50 into the first period. Dinovich, and they find Gunnar Conboy. Conboy, the tendered player of the Green Bay Gamblers. Puck around on the boards. Looks like Kaufman playing it ahead and out center ice. Dinovich at his own line, paired with Wenkus on the USA defense. Tang over the line with Bergeron. Tang waits, got the shot, blocked. Did not get to the net. Back comes Switzerland. Right wing and over the line, offside lands. One move too many, and Bossard beat the play over. 9:20 into the period, shots even at 4, no score. Face it off outside the USA line. Second game of this tournament for both teams. Switzerland losing 7-1 to Czechia. USA defeating Slovakia 7-5. Puck in behind the Swiss net. Good forecheck by Scuderi. And they're disrupting the breakout of the Swiss. Right wing and over the line, Kellen O'Leary. Shot towards the net. Bit of a knuckleball. Getting his glove on it. Caden Tate, he'll hold it and get a face-off. Kellen O'Leary, if you look at his family history, mother is very, very active in Swiss hockey as an athletic trainer and conditioning coach. So I'm sure Kellen is in good condition. And he would be anyway, as hockey players are, in condition. They battle for it at the half wall, and they'll call it dead on a hand pass. If you're new to international hockey, the players are allowed to scrum for loose pucks. Referee will tell them to play it, play it, play it. Seems like it's a waste of time maybe, but that's how international hockey goes. Face it off outside the USA line. Schmidt on the draw. Swiss have it as it was won by Valerio Weber. Left wing Pape chasing a bouncing puck to the end wall, and it'll be called on a USA icing. Good look at Mark Pape. He's a Guelph Storm draft choice. Mark Pape last year with the Pittsburgh Penguins Elite, one of the real good programs, youth programs, 94 points in 62 games. Schmidt lost the draw on the defensive end for USA. Swiss play it back behind the net. Checking his man to the ice, Jake Prunty. USA brings it out with Pape. Pape to center. Over the line for Schmidt, had his pocket picked. Schmidt chases it left side. And it's out center ice for Manila. Working around right side, Prunty. USA making a partial change halfway through the first period, no score. USA out shooting Switzerland 5-4 now. Here's a 9-iron high in the air, and it hits the rafters, and that'll whistle play dead. Looked like one of my bad 9-irons at Hilltop. Good look at Anthony Valeni, a Detroit honey baked product. And he'll be playing for the Muskegon Lumberjacks in the United States Hockey League. Ulrich over the line, offside, trying to negotiate the puck, the pass, Kaufman, and Ulrich all at the same time, and that's an offside. Didn't work. So the pace is slowed perceptibly. This is great for Switzerland. No score. See the clock, 9:16 remaining. Grubb on the draw, put it along the boards in front of the penalty box area. They scrum for it 2-on-2. Kaufman up for Ulrich. He'll play it in from center. And the Swiss will chip and chase. Kaufman right side. Work it on the right point, Ponzo. Work it over the left point, Ponzo asking for the puck. Instead it goes in deep and behind the net to Ulrich. No score. Ulrich working beyond the goal line against Valeni. That's a good battle. Ponzo, midpoint of the line, a shot hit a ton of blue jerseys out in front. Held in by Switzerland one more time. USA will regroup in a scoreless game. They'll start it up. Sung playing it in behind the Swiss net. USA going for a quick change. 8:25 left in the period, no score. Wide right wing giving chase, Tim Trussell. To the end wall, Tate reverses it around to the half wall. Conboy trying to get it out, working hard as Gunnar Conboy. He does get it out to center. And Bergeron keeping alive in the offensive end. But now it is called late, but called correctly on a USA offside at the Swiss line. Good look at Becker Wenkes, a Des Moines Buccaneer prospect. Wenkes played for Edina High School in Minnesota last year. Bergeron working deep into the Swiss territory, runs in his man in the corner. Bergeron working with Conboy. Third man on that line, Michael Tang. Conboy, a bouncing puck right side, gives chase to the end wall on the Swiss end. Conboy shielding off his would-be checker. The Swiss regroup nicely to keep it alive but not out. Dinovich's shot knocked down at the defense. That was Hasler knocking it down for Switzerland. Puck out center ice, not for long. Tang went outside, the puck went inside, and Switzerland has it. On a change, they'll play it in deep with Trussell. USA back, a bouncing puck for Conboy, and it skips out center ice. Wenkus, a good recovery in front of the penalty box area. Moves it into Swiss territory with 7:10 left in the period, no score. They'll chase it in deep. Wenkus and Dinovich against their check. Domicelli along on the left side. A lot of traffic out in front of the USA net. Dinovich to the right corner. Left it there. Then ties up his man at the end wall. And they battle for it 2-on-2. Puck back on the right point, trying to hold it is Rosa, and he does with good hard work and hustle. In deep and in behind the net, DeMars picked off on the play. Centering feed hit bodies and went to the half wall. Swiss trying to get something going here. They played rather well here in the first period. Centering feed and they score! Going to be Kellen O'Leary. They won some puck battles, and it's going to be O'Leary giving Switzerland a 1-0 lead. Young man born in New Brunswick in Canada. And this is just good hard work. I think it's Tomicelli finding O'Leary out in front, and the Swiss take a 1-0 lead. I believe it'll be 18 from 13. Time of the goal, 13:38. First of the tournament for Kellen O'Leary. So the Swiss up 1-0. Puck into USA territory. They'll start it up. Schmidt to center. Has Pape on his left. Goes to the right. Schmidt trying to go out in front for Pape. That failed to click. Back comes Switzerland. Wide right wing, Rolfo. Put it in behind the net.
Number 18, Kellen O'Leary. Assisted by number 13, Alessandro Dominicelli. Goal for Switzerland, scored by O'Leary, assisted by Dominicelli. Goal scored at 13:38.
Switzerland up 1-0. Work it over the line, a shot right on goal. Stopped by Caden Tate. So Switzerland has come on here. Lemprek at his own line. Ulrich asking for the puck, carries it deep into the USA end. Ulrich to the corner, checked by Valeni. Played up the right side by Miniman. And out neutral territory. USA back and over the line. Here's Sung coming in. Out to DiConzolo, but it was blocked at the defense. And the whistle blows, and we're going to get a penalty. Going to be a hooking call. It's going to be Switzerland. They'd rather take a penalty than give up a goal. And Sung and DiConzolo, we know they've got great chemistry. But here the hook. And it's going to be Sam Neff on the penalty for Switzerland. It comes at 14:59. USA on a power play. See the coach behind the bench there, Ryan Hayes. He runs the power play as the USA assistant coach. Conboy wins the draw on the offensive end. Dinovich, an offensive driver for sure. 1-0 Switzerland. Left side, it goes. Dinovich shot through traffic, went wide. Conboy on the left side. Lazar reacted late to that shot from Dinovich. Conboy, left wing at the half wall. Working around right side. Dinovich, midpoint of the line, went off of him. And out center ice. Dinovich tied up on the play. Janola played it in briefly. Dinovich brings it back. Dinovich over the line, got the shot, but that was blocked. Dinovich to the end wall in the USA power play. 1-0 Switzerland. Here's Conboy, severe angle left wing, trying to work out in front. And a backhand shot missed the far post. DeMars in behind the net, looking for the return pass. It is held in at the right point, Dinovich. In deep it goes. Right side, and now Dinovich, midpoint of the line. Sets it up again, and a shot towards the net, blocked. Switzerland blocking their share of shots. One more time. Rooney going to the net, along with Conboy, and Switzerland playing it out center ice. Rooney finding DeMars, too many white jerseys there. Swiss regroup, up 1-0. Turnover, and it bounced off Conboy. That was close. Conboy playing it back into his own end. If you notice, Gunnar Conboy wearing the C. Rooney to center. Looks for a play, goes wide right wing. 25 seconds left in the USA power play. They get set up again in the offensive end. Round on the right side, Colin Grubb. Grubb taking a look. In for Sung, right wing, went off his skate. And the Swiss content to play it deep into USA territory on their PK. So you can see the U17 selects trying to push the pace here. Valeni hits the Swiss line, takes it left side. Got the shot, ripped it over top of the net as we get back to full strength. Back in his own end, Cameron Manila. Playing it to center. Cleared in by DiConsolo from neutral territory, and the puck in the corner in the Swiss end. Swiss bring it back. Rothel, long shot right on goal, a right pad stop by Caden Tate. Manila chasing it around on the left corner to the half wall. USA brings it out with DiConsolo. A lot of traffic chasing him. DiConsolo stays with it to the left corner. Checked by Lemprecht. Left point, Manila. Work it around on the right side, and a shot right on goal, save made. And they score! Blaser could not hold on to the rebound. The puck lay in the blue ice. And it's going to be Ethan Sung on the goal. That puck lay there in the blue ice, and Sung, like the hungry dog after the prime rib, is going to put it in. You see DiConsolo getting the first shot. Blaser allowed a rebound, and Sung puts it in. So Sung and DiConsolo continue their great work. We're tied at 1. Dirty work done cheap by the boys there. But sometimes cheap is good. Time of the goal, 17:45. Sung with his first in the tournament. He had 3 assists last night. DiConsolo had 3 goals, and now he has an assist. So that line has been very good for USA. DiConsolo was Sung, and don't forget the other member of that line. It is Colin Grubb, number 13. So a 1-1 game now. See if the Swiss have an answer to it. Puck around the boards. Swiss bring it out. 3-on-3 if they hurry. Fouling up Neff to the right wing half wall. They work it out in front. Played away.
12, Ethan Sung. Assisted by number 16, Jerry DiConsolo. And number 4, Jake Prunty. Team USA goal scored by Sung, assisted by DiConsolo and Prunty. Goal scored at 17:45.
We near the final minute of play of the first period. 1-1 now. Sebastian Weber in his own zone. Right wing, O'Leary. Playing it back behind the net. Puck up the left side, Conboy. Circles back behind his own net, starts the rush. Puck taken away, look out. They move out in front, O'Leary. Backdoor feed, and that just failed to click. Dinovich had his man tied up just enough. 40 seconds left in a 1-1 game now. They chase it in behind the net with Conboy. Right wing and tight, a backhand shot. The save made for Blaser. Puck around on the boards, the Swiss bring it out. They would be happy to be tied 1-1 after 1, I would think. O'Leary playing it into USA territory. Prunty beats the forecheck. Manila up the left side. Conboy trying to get it out, did briefly. Cleared back in by Pereira. So as time winds down in this one, we are tied at 1 after 1 period of play. Shots on goal by USA 8, by Switzerland 6. Switzerland got on the board first. The goal at 13:38, the first of the tournament for Kellen O'Leary from Alessandro Damicelli. 1-0 Switzerland at that point. Time of the goal, 13:38. USA U17 Selects tied the game at 17:45. The goal, Ethan Sung, his first of the tournament from Jerry DiConzolo and Jake Prunty. Time of the goal, 17:45. We are tied at 1 after 1 period of play. Coming up, Tori Taylor's got some great content for you. We look forward to, we urge you to stick around and stay for that. I'll be back before the start of the second period. Pete Krevsky's my name. You're watching the 2025 U17 Four Nations Tournament from USA Hockey Arena in Plymouth, Michigan. You're watching this broadcast exclusively on USA Hockey TV. Stick and stay, we've got some content for you. Welcome to USA Hockey Arena in Plymouth, Michigan. Hockey in August, that is outstanding. And we've got the first game of the 2025 U17 Four Nations Tournament. The opening game of the tournament features Switzerland against Czechia. Well, we'll get better as we go on. Lead pass ahead, Hernig. Moving right out in front, got the shot, and scores! First goal of the tournament, Peter Hernig. Hernig, who had 20 points in 20 games last year for his team, gives Czechia a 1-0 lead. We are back at full strength on all sides. Czechia up 1-0. Puck intercepted. And a shot, they score! Turnover in the offensive end. And Czechia took full advantage of it. Chanchik the goal on the turnover. Chanchik puts it in. A 2-0 Czechia lead. Wide right wing and over the line, Staneser. Centers it out in front, sticked away by the goaltender Bausch. A score! Shot through traffic, and it's 3-0 Czechia. Looks like Gombar will get the goal. A lot of traffic out in front of the Swiss net, but it rebounded right to Gombar, and he made no mistake. Chipping and chasing shoots to the end wall in the Czechia end, but it's taken away. Back and over the line, partial breakaway. Nemec coming right in, scores! And it's 4-0. Nemec with the goal. Czechia has exploded for 3 here in the second period. They've opened up a 4-0 lead. Time of this goal, 10:02. In behind the net, Verbata, bit of a cycle. Verbata to the high slot. Shot through traffic, scores! So Verbata goes high slot. See all the traffic in front of the net. At least 2 Czechia players there. And it might be Verbata all the way. We'll wait for the official call. 6-0 Czechia. Pass ahead, left side. Simon Sash in behind the net, looking for centering feed. Got there, and they score! Puck through traffic, and a lot of traffic out in front, and the puck trickled over the line. A good forecheck by Czechia. Looks like it's going to be Simon Sash on the goal. They definitely have a size advantage. They're up 7-0. Holding Switzerland, and they score! Switzerland gets one back. Bit of a turnover out in front, and the goal is going to go to Leo Ulrich. International hockey at the 2025 U17 Four Nations Tournament. This game, Team Slovakia against the USA U17 Selects. Taken away, centering feed and a shot blocked out in front. Did not get to the net, and they score at the right post. It's going to be Tomáš Salic, and Slovakia takes a 1-0 lead. Salic the goal. They score on a power play 13 seconds into the extra man. Dinovic starting it up, a 1-0 Slovakia lead. Stretch pass, Conboy coming in, score! And we're tied at 1. Excellent pass out of the zone by Dinovic, and Conboy head of the play ties this game at 1. Excellent pass right there, and right up the gut, here comes Conboy. Takes his time and puts it in. Conboy out of Lakeville North High School last year in Minnesota High School. Puck top the left circle, played away by Manila.
By number 11, Gunnar Conboy.
And they score again. Shot at the right post, put in. This is going to be the Youngstown Phantom prospect, Logan Anderson. Anderson set up at the right post as you were getting the announcement. Excellent pass by Schmidt to the right post. Logan Anderson put it in, 2-1 USA. Olejchik let it go. Would have been offside if he played it. He did not. Stretch pass ahead. Look out. DeMars coming in, partial breakaway, scores! And USA just too much speed in transition, and they make it 3-1. The goal of Brooks DeMars. Take another look. Excellent pass out of the zone again, and DeMars worked right in, went backhand and put it inside the far post. Up the right side, and here comes Slovakia. Selic over the line, in deep, moving it right out in front in the backdoor feed, and they score. Selic a lot of the work, but young man sneaking through the back door, through the living room, and right to the kitchen. It'll be Matus Valek. Valek with the goal, and all of a sudden it's 3-2. Drop it to the right of Mason Corville. Slovakia winning the draw. Asking for it right point, Lichnowsky. Shot, and they score! Looks like the goal is going to be Valek with his second of the period. That was a low shot, deflected out in front, and we are tied at 3. Conboy up the left side. We skate 4-on-4. Moving in Prunty. Drops it, Conboy. Got the shot, score! USA leading 4-3. Conboy put it in top shelf. Little two-man game there with Prunty and Conboy. Conboy starts it, has a man at the point, return pass, and it goes top shelf. USA retakes the lead at 4-3. Battle for it 2-on-2, and Wenkus gets back into his normal defensive spot. Put out in front, they score! That actually started in the right corner. USA winning some puck battles. Sung in behind the net, found his man, Jerry DiConzolo. This starts right here. This is dirty work done cheap. And out of the scrum is Sung with a man out in front, Jerry DiConzolo.
By number 16, Jerry DiConzolo.
Now Sung to center, takes it wide. Sung 2-on-1, out in front, they score! DiConzolo comes right back, and it's 6-3. So some chemistry there with Sung and DiConzolo. And Jerry DiConzolo, a pair of goals, 35 seconds apart. Valek in behind the net, right side, wraparound, good stop by Corville. Pisarchuk takes it left corner. Working around right side. Seam pass, left wing, they score! Pisarchuk, and it's 6-4. Pisarchuk, a driver in that whole power play, and he rips it in to make it a 6-4 game. The battle for it in front of the players' benches. Slovakia trying to get one more here. But look out, over the line is Sung. Out in front, DiConzolo waits, took the shot, scores! And DiConzolo with the hat trick. All 3 goals set up by Ethan Sung. USA reestablishes a 3-goal lead. It is 7-4. DiConzolo with the hat trick. Back comes Slovakia. Pass did not connect for Simonchek. Centering feed out in front. Simonchek scores! And it's 7-5. Bit of a broken play. That man there on the left, Jakub Simonchek, found that loose puck out in front, and he put it in.
Gold medal winning team got it in deep, but then was tied up in behind. And now it's turned over again. The U.S. again, right on the doorstep, they score!
Beautiful empty net goal. You had Riker Lee step into the passing lane, force the turnover, found Hagens down low, got the goalie to come over once he did. Just an easy slide over and back end payoff. Riker Lee
Out there.
We'll keep an eye for 28 more.
Hagens now to Stiga. Cuts to the near side, now cuts to the backhand, takes a shot and scores! And we're tied at 2. And the U.S. has drawn even.
Saarinen made the initial save, but I think the puck had a little bit of momentum and rolled across. It might have been tipped one more time. We'll take a look at the replay here.
Rayom was right on the doorstep as well, the defenseman. But the U.S. roars right back in. Setting up Potter, the shot. Save is made by Saarinen. Rebound, they score out front. And the United States has regained the lead. Knocking it in from close range, Shane Versaghi.
And came out the other side with the puck. And what a nice play along the wall for Riker Lee. One of the top players in the USHL last year.
And on cue, you brought up Riker Lee, and he gets the goal.
Kind of a Vaseline puck there. The shot was saved, but slithered through the arm.
Picked off, and the U.S. gets a big clear. And a race for it. Empty net. Lee drops it off. Stiga puts it in, and the U.S. is now up 5-2 good chances, their best chances come off a scramble or a beautiful pass like that. How about that? That answers that. And we're tied at 1. But the U.S. couldn't knock it home as Keevan was right on the doorstep. Now Keevan down low, drops it back. Mooney scores! Mooney buries it in the top corner, and the U.S. leads 2-1. Bruszewski trying to get it out front, lost an edge. Now a shot and a goal from a sharp angle coming out from behind, and the United States has tied it.
Better grade A opportunities than, kind of the forced opportunities they've had last time.
Their third chance on the power play, and they score! And Osborne has a hand in it. Higgins gets it back to Rayom. Puts it right in front, and they score! What a setup! Rayom did that yesterday, and he does it again, putting it on a platter. And the U.S. has evened this game at a goal apiece. That's Will Moore taking the face off and winning it to Potter. Long shot right on, and they score on the rebound. Knocked in on the doorstep. I think it went off of Horcroft, and the U.S. converts on the power play. But they're calling it on Sweden. Higgins puts it in front, they score! What a setup, and Brody Ziemer finally gets it. You said it earlier, he's been there and had numerous chances, and finally he converts here, and it's now 3-2 USA.
The final game of the 2025 World Hockey Championship. Who will break through? The Swiss, who have never won gold, or the United States, who last won a World Championship gold back in 1933. And starting a goal for the Swiss is 37-year-old Swiss legend Leonardo Giannoni, sporting a .946 save percentage in the tournament. And Rigetto back with it. Back to Moser, a long shot. Swayman save, and Meyer can't reach the rebound.
A good battle in front. Andrew Peak doing a job on Timo Meyer, which is not easy to do.
Keller back with it. Throws it back. Deflected puck. Giannoni made a great stop there on Cooley and tight.
Watch Giannoni move out and attack Cooley. I might not know where the rebound is, but I'm not going to let you get it. It's been a physical game. You don't become an excellent defensive team, which both of these clubs are, without being physical. Whatever it takes.
Blocked a chance now for Nazar in behind Fora. Nazar in, and a penalty coming to Fora. Will it be a penalty shot? Yes. Fora arguing, but Frank Nazar draws a penalty, and now any American can take the shot.
Connor Garland steps in.
Chance for the U.S. to take the lead. Garland winds in. Stop.
And Giannoni is all over it.
You don't need a Reiner. Has it picked up by Keller. In comes Clayton. Keller with a move. Shoots. Giannoni save. Bouncing puck in front. And it was knocked away by Christian Marty, who might have saved a goal right there. Leonardo Giannoni and the Swiss net has set the modern-day shutout streak record, and now for the first time in the history of the World Championship, there'll be overtime. Tage Thompson with Logan Cooley. Thompson in, shoots, scores! Tage Thompson, golden goal! And the United States has won the World Hockey Championship for the first time in 92 years.
Hughes scores! Quinn Hughes!
Cleared ahead by Jack Eichel.
Eichel scores!
Brady Tkachuk scores!
Charlie McAvoy!
Big check by McAvoy on McDavid.
Hey, you're watching the 2025 U17 Four Nations Tournament. And USA, the U17 selects, are tied with Switzerland 1-1 after 20 minutes of play. Torrey says, let's check the highlights, so we should. And that's a chance out in front intended for Ty Bergeron. Switzerland, a real patient game, and they get the game's first goal. The goal by Kellen O'Leary from Domicelli at 13:38. And Caden Tate tested there. So the Swiss, some call it surprising, lead 1-0. USA comes back. Not quite yet. Here's the goal. Sung going to the dirty area of the ice, and I don't know if it's a dirty area of ice, if it's the blue ice, but he does score to tie the game at 1. Here's another look at it. Sung first there. We've got a tie game after 1. USA and the classic blues go left to right. Off the bat, Switzerland called on an icing. Not exactly what they wanted to do there, 7 seconds in. It's our time of broadcast. We say hello to the extended international hockey family as we take a look at the upcoming schedule. No playing dates tomorrow. We get back at it on Friday. Slovakia and Switzerland at 1. Should be a dandy. Czechia and USA at 4:30. Right here, 1-1. Backhand shot wide of the net. Puck in behind the net. USA looking to get it out. And they do in a 1-1 game. They'll wheel it in with Wenkus. Everybody on the USA side gets back on side. Puck intercepted. Pape with the good forecheck. Tried to find his man on the left. That was Rooney, and just failed to click. USA always dangerous. Puck chopped ahead, but taken away. That was Scuderi. Puck around on the boards, right side Prunty. Trying to work off a couple of Swiss forecheckers did. Move around to the other side. Shot right point, did not get to the net. Prunty giving chase at the end wall. Good job to play it up the right side, and the U17 selects out with Rooney. Over the line. Rooney looking for the return pass from DeMarge. Puck taken away. High slot and a shot. Firing it wide, set up well. Was the defenseman Cameron Manila. Rooney trying to hold a bouncing puck in the offensive end. And the Swiss content with Weber. That's Sebastian Weber to play it into USA territory. And it's called on the infraction. Good look at Cameron Manila. Cameron Manila played at the Brunswick School last year in prep hockey. He's a Halifax Moosehead prospect. Drop it to the right of Blaser. 1-1. Off the draw, they scrum for it behind the Swiss goal. Played around on the left side. Thurler, stretch pass, failed to click, goes the length of the ice. And this slower pace really favors Switzerland. Good look at Charlie Miniman briefly. He is a Tri-City Storm draft choice. Face it off to the left of Blaser. Battle for it in the face-off dot. USA on it. Grubb in behind the net. DiConsolo lost an edge. Valeni trying to pinch. Got into his man. Went for the man and not the puck. Meanwhile, severe angle shot. DiConsolo set up by Sung. And that went through the blue ice. Sung at center. Put it in behind the net. Sung, right wing, had a man out in front. And that failed to click. That was DiConsolo heading to the net out in front. Back come the Swiss, Weber. Wide right wing, this is Valerio Weber. Right wing a shot, ripped over top of the net. Left point a shot, did not get through. Weber trying to get to that loose puck, and USA digs it out cleanly. Sung working over the line, decides to go to the bench on a change. USA will get a fresh group out there. All five. In a 1-1 game, 2:40 into a scoreless but not uneventful second period. Wenkus to the corner. Beat a Swiss forechecker. Puck out center ice, intercepted by Lons. Moritz Lons trying to work by 4 blue jerseys by himself. Had a hard time with that. Left point, the shot by Pereira. Sticked away by Caden Tate. Puck loose at the hash marks. And in behind the net, a wraparound. Centering feed failed to click. And Tate made a fine stop on the late man coming in. So the Swiss had a little bit of stuff going here. Had a man out in front. And Tate made the stop. Shots favor USA in the game, 10-6. Excuse me, make that 10-8. Puck up the boards. It missed the man at the point, Nicholas Hosler. Hosler back to get it, paired with Gian Lemprick on the Swiss defense. 1-1. Pass failed to click, but it turned out to be a shot from the USA side of center into Blaser. Battle for it in front of the penalty box area. Schmidt digs it free. Logan Anderson finds his man. The puck hard around the boards in Swiss territory. Tracking it, Pape against his man. Pape, an excellent forechecker. Swiss do bring it out in a 1-1 game. Gonzalez at center, put it into USA territory. U17 selects right back. A pass just failed to click for Logan Anderson. Schmidt on the forecheck with Pape. And the puck bouncing back into USA territory. Prunty taking a look around, leaves it in the left corner. USA working hard to get it out, and they do. Pass just failed to click for DeMars. Thuler on his side of center. Works it over the line. Shot left wing, did not get to the net. Bossard. Bossard to the right corner. Taking a look in a 1-1 game. Puck taken away. USA back. It's obvious they're trying to push the pace here. Thuler looking to beat the forecheck. Goes right side in the return pass to Thuler. Up the left wing to center for Switzerland, Trussell. A lot of play in neutral territory. Miniman ducked his man. Trying to check him. Shot left point. Knocked down out in front. Stretch pass intended for Scuderi. Knocked down at center, brought back over the line by Alessio Ponzo, that man there, and it's called on the infraction. 5:04 into a scoreless second period. Shots favor USA 10-7. Alessio Ponzo. 6 goals, 11 assists last year for Ponzo for his team. Tate in behind his own net. USA will start it up. Valeni working to center. Rallied off the stick of Colin Grubb. Grubb back in neutral territory, finding Sung. Lead pass DiConsolo. And it was actually tipped by Hasler into his goaltender. Blaser plays it to the corner. Back behind the net, Moritz Lanz. They work it up the left side. Weber, wide right wing and over the line. Shot Domicelli, ripped it wide. O'Leary put it out in front, intercepted by Valeni. Stretch pass ahead, Ethan Sung. Over the line, DiConsolo heading to the net, goes right side, put it out in front. Sung there, takes it left corner, has Grubb with him. Work at left point, and a shot blocked at the defense by Switzerland. 1-1. The longer it stays 1-1, the better for the Swiss. And I do say that with respect for all of you interested. This is how they have to play to be successful against this team, against USA. Lemprick up the boards, and it's tipped in by Valerio Weber from center. USA bringing it back, a pass failed to click, and Lemprick knocked it down at center. Conboy battling with his man in front of the players' benches. Puck bounced away from Gunnar Conboy. And the Swiss content to put it back behind the USA net. 6:40 into the period, which has been scoreless. Hasler back in neutral territory, finding Lemprick. Puck taken away. They work it in deep with Tang, trying to find his man beyond the goal line. That was Ty Bergeron. Puck in behind the USA net. Tate knocks it down. Tang around on the right side. Takes a long look, gets control of the puck in a 1-1 game. Up the middle for Bergeron. Not sure it clicked to tie. He'll go to the bench on a change. 7:20 into the period. Bit of a chess match right now. Tang knocked it down as he's going to the bench and the whistle blows. They'll call it a hand pass. Good look at Nilo Janola, number 14. I get a quick look at these players. I'd love to tell you more about them, but we do the best with what we can. Drop it to the right of Luka Blazer. USA wins the draw. Right point Prunty. Shot blocked. Work at left point. And a shot by Manila off the blocker of Blazer. Work it in behind the net. Pape heading to the net. That's Schmidt trying to get him the puck. And it's forced out center ice. Pape back to get it. They'll chip and chase behind the Swiss goal in a 1-1 game now. Puck around on the right side. Ulrich giving chase. They battle for it in front of the players' benches. Dirty work done cheap by the boys. Puck out in front of the penalty box area. Schmidt looking for a play. Really packed in neutral territory. Asking for the puck. Pape at the right wing boards and over the Swiss line, lost a handle on it. Pape was ahead of the play. You could hear him tap his stick from up here. Puck hard around the boards, Dinovich. Pape right wing. He'll go to the bench on a change. Back comes Bossard. Wide left wing, puts it in the right corner. Good work, Prunty got in the way of his man. Battle for it in the corner again. USA brings it out. Looks like DeMars. Lead pass Scuderi. Braden Scuderi, wide right wing. Went to the net, jammed it out in front. Just failed to click for DeMars. That was close. Swiss chip and chase with Bossard. To the end wall, checked by Valenti. Puck around on the left side. We've played 9:05 of a scoreless second period. We're tied at 1. USA with Rooney heading to the net. Rooney put it out in front. Just failed to click for DeMars. Swiss back the other way, 3-on-2 if they hurry. Good tie-up by Valenti on his man in the face-off circle. USA looking for the stretch pass. And they'll give chase deep into Swiss territory. DeMars losing an edge. Picks himself up, no worse for wear. Puck went off Weber. Trying to get to that puck at center. Shot right wing, a severe angle. Rather far out wide of the net. Did not get to Tate. Now a shot left side. Does get to Tate. That was O'Leary with the shot. A save made for that man there, Caden Tate. Timeout on the ice surface, a 1-1 game. Halfway through regulation time. This tournament rolls on. Again, if you missed it earlier today, Czechia beat Slovakia 5-4. No games on Thursday. Teams will be practicing. Friday it'll be Slovakia against Switzerland, Czechia against USA. People are pointing to the Czechia-USA matchup. That'll be at 4:30 on Friday. The third place game on Saturday at 1. The first place game on Saturday at 4:30. And it could be a replay of Slovakia against Switzerland and Czechia against USA on Saturday. We'll find out later on in the week. Either way, get your tickets by calling 734-453-8400. Make sure you say hello to Luke, Peter, and Caleb. You never know, Scott Monahan might be in the office, Mike Henry, and somebody else. Good look at the USA goaltending tandem. Mason Corville with Caden Tate. Corville played in the first game. A 7-5 victory. And a good look at Luka Blazer in the Swiss goal. Shots favor USA 10-8. I think Swiss are playing this game just the way they want to. They want to keep the scores down. Sure, the U17 selects want to push the pace. Valerio Weber on the draw. Puck laying the dot. They scrum for it. USA wins the battle for the puck. Stretch pass ahead. trying to get to that puck. DeConsolo to the right corner. So DeConsolo out with Sung and Grubb. Dinovich on one side, defensively. Played around the boards on the other side. Wyatt Winkus, a heavy hit in the corner, and we're going to get a penalty there. Going to be DeConsolo. He took the hit, the truck that hit him, the Swiss truck. That's Nicholas Hasler. And we will see if it's two or more. USA will work on a power play. Dinovich, a real good puck rushing defenseman, Waterloo Blackhawks prospect. 2-minute penalty to Hasler. And USA on a power play in a 1-1 game. Dinovich midpoint of the line. Worked it to Rooney, but that's taken away, and the Swiss play at the length of the ice. Good defensive play, Nicholas Kaufman. USA working it over the line. DeMars for Rooney and back to DeMars. Severe angle. Backdoor feed played away. And the puck cleared the length of the ice. Tate leaves it on a tee for Caleb Dinovich. Dinovich takes his time with 9 minutes left in the period. Dinovich gains the neutral ice area. And they set up shop in the offensive end. DeMars right side. Tied up on the play, controlled by Conboy. Put it to the right corner. DeMars, right wing boards, and Dinovich right point. Dinovich takes a look. DeMars to the right dot. Thought about a shot. Dinovich does take the shot. Fired it over top of the net. Held in by Gunnar Conboy. Conboy to the bumper position. It just failed to click for Rooney and out center ice. Dinovich back in a hurry. Cutting across the grain to the left. Dropping it on the USA power play. Rooney left wing, moving in, got the shot, saved by Blaser. They score on the rebound. Mark Pape. And USA takes a 2-1 lead. He put it in the top shelf. That puck lay there. And it's going to be Pape on the goal. See a big rebound here. Pape finds it like the hungry dog after the prime rib. Pape makes it a 2-1 game. So that penalty costly for Switzerland. Another look for Pape. And it gives USA a 2-1 lead. 22 on the goal. That's his first of the tournament. 11:42 the time of the goal. (2-1) USA.
USA, number 22, Mark Pape. Assisted by number 9, Ryland Rooney, and number 5, Caleb Dinovich. Team USA power play goal scored by Pape, assisted by Rooney and Dinovich. Goal scored at 11:42.
2-1 USA. They have overcome an early 1-0 Swiss lead back in the first period. Shot left hash mark. DeConsolo did not get through. Sung in behind the net. Takes a look around on the right side. Prunty at the right point. Working around left point. Manila. Took the shot, fired it wide. Swiss content to bring it out. Work at the center and over the line. Neff holding on to it. Try to find a streaking player. Trussell going to the net at the right post, and that failed to click. 2-1 USA now. Here's Sung, deep right wing. And in behind the net, picked off on the play. DeConsolo got into his man. Back comes Weber. Over the line, Pereira holding on to it right side, took a shot over top of the net. So the Swiss trying to come back here. USA would like to open it up. Puck pinballs diagonally into Luca Blaser. He'll hold it at his left post to get the stop. Good look at Blaser. Posted a 2.61 goals against average in action last year with his team. Drop it to the left of Blaser. Bergeron takes the draw. Has Miniman poised at the point. Miniman at the right point. Playing it in deep, Bergeron. Has Tang with him. Bergeron, big man, holding on to it. Miniman on a good pinch. Tang to the right corner. Swiss working hard to try to get it out, but it stays in the zone. Valenti taking a look. Miniman asks for the puck, right point. His low shot wide of the net. 2-1 USA. They've asserted themselves a little bit here in the last couple of minutes. Ty Bergeron at center. Puck taken away. Back comes Switzerland, wide right wing. Looks like Trussell. And that failed to click. Now, here's Tang, partial breakaway, coming in, got the shot! And a great stop by Blaser. Oh, he showed him the 5-hole and closed it. Tang can't believe it. Excellent stretch pass, and this is one-on-one, Tang and Blaser. And you can say he showed him the 5-hole and took it away. Real nice save by Luca Blaser. Another look at it. Tang can't believe it. But it is 2-1. Anderson with Pape and Schmidt up front for USA. Dinovich on one point and Wenkes on the other. Drop it to the left of Blaser. USA on it. Wenkes at the right point. Rallied in behind the net. Tang taking a look at the goal line. 2-1 USA. A little cycle game with Tang, and they play it right wing to the goal line for Pape. Pape taking a look out of the corner. Left wing and a shot right on goal, stopped by Blaser. Oh, he was shaken and stirred, but made a great stop to keep this thing 2-1. Wenkes back in neutral territory, and it's taken away by Ponzo. Great stop by Blaser. He's been tested a couple of different times in the last couple of minutes. Puck in deep. Logan Anderson playing it back on the left point, Dinovich. And they pump it in behind the net for Sawyer Schmidt. Schmidt out of the corner, looks for a play. Here's Wenkes, a shot right on goal, and the save made for Blaser. And Blaser's coming up big here over the last few minutes for Switzerland. Pape working out in front. Man at the back door knocking away at it, and a great stop by Blaser. Another look at it. Wasn't a save of technical excellence, but he stopped the puck, and that's the bottom line. 2-1, USA trying to get to the forecheck here. They punched the time clock well over the last 5 minutes or so. Swiss doing what they can. Weber playing it in from center behind the USA net. Puck around on the left boards, DeMars. Trying to get it out, it's held in on a turnover, but a good back check defensively. USA brings it back, good play by Rooney defensively. Here's Scuderi, left wing, he's been quiet, and a centering feed at the right post just failed to click for Rooney. That was close. Rooney trying to hold along the right boards, does, pumps it in deep. Swiss hemmed in a bit in their own end over the last couple of minutes or so. USA punching the time clock well, up 2-1. Rooney trying to find his man out in front. Swiss trying to get it out with Weber, but it's taken away. DeMars won the battle for that puck. He took the shot on goal. Mask high. The shot from center. And the save made for Blaser. We're going to get penalties on the play. Hasler's going to go off first for Switzerland, but there might be more. All of this at the 16:04 mark. Two at 1 USA. Just one penalty. It's going to be a cross check to Nicholas Hasler. So USA took the lead on a power play earlier on the goal by Pape. And now they work with the extra man again. Coach there in the center, well, he's out of the picture, but Ryan Hayes, NTDP assistant, running the power play for this group. Drop it to the right of Blaser. Grubb on the draw. Puck laying the dot, USA has it. Up 2-1, working on a power play. Prunty midpoint of the line. Work it left side. DiConsolo holding it at the point, has it again. DiConsolo. Play it in deep, takes the return pass, left point. Right side to Prunty. Real steady is Jake Prunty. Prunty takes a look. Right side for Colin Grubb. Grubb with 4 assists in the tournament. Work it to the right circle for Sung. Now a shot, DiConsolo. Blocked at the defense, and the Swiss play it back into USA territory. USA starts it up. The drop by Prunty, and it clicks to Sung. Sung wide right wing behind the net to the left side. A lot of traffic out in front. Giving chase Michael Tang. Tang to the high slot, right side Prunty. Moves it to the half wall. Grubb put it out in front, and the redirect just failed to click for Tang. Might have been played away by the goaltender Blaser. Grubb again, right wing on the perimeter. Play it in deep for Tang. Tang right side Sung, fan on a shot. Tang again. Grubb into Tang. Grubb takes a look right dot. Real patient USA. DiConsolo back to Prunty, asks for the puck. In to the pumper position, who was too well tied up there, and Sung could not get the shot. 20 seconds left in the power play. Prunty goes for skate, score! Jake Prunty. And USA leads 3-1. The Sioux Falls Stampede prospect went for skate, went to the offensive foray. And the defenseman gives USA a 3-1 lead. Time of the goal, 17:47. Another look at it. Got a lot of graphite on that shot. So Prunty, his first goal of the tournament. USA up by a score of 3-1. Penalties taken by the Swiss have hurt them here in the second period. USA leading 3-1 on the goal by Prunty. Puck behind the Swiss goal. Giving chase Lamprecht. Given a hard time. Held in left side. In deep, and a centering feed. 2 Swiss took it away from Schmidt. And the puck back the other way.
For Team USA, scored by number 4, Jake Prunty. Assisted by number 16, Jerry DiConsolo. And number 13, Colin Grubb. Team USA, power play goal, scored by Prunty, assisted by DiConsolo and Grubb. Goal scored at 17:47.
Very quietly, Colin Grubb with 5 assists in the tournament. DiConsolo not so quiet. 3 goals and 2 assists for 5 points. So there are different ways to get 5 points, right? Both of them playing well in their own regard. Drop it to the left of Caden Tate. 3-1 USA now. Puck laying the dot. USA has it. Played around the left boards. Pape got into his man. And Schmidt trying to get into his man. They chase it back behind the net. Dinovich put it to the corner. Pape playing it ahead, a race for the puck. USA trying to avert the icing, and they do. Nice work by Sawyer Schmidt there. 3-1 USA with a minute left in the second period. Tang in his own end. Work it up the right side. Bergeron giving chase. Taking off the puck. Weber, checked by Tang at center. Tang giving chase in the Swiss end. Back to get it for Switzerland, Nolan Thuler. Thuler hard around the board center, Domicelli. Domicelli over the line, trying to split the defense, too many blue jerseys. An active stick of the USA defenders. They play it back into the Swiss end. 20 seconds left in the period. O'Leary tries it one more time. Right wing Valerio Weber trying to head to the net. Checked well. Weber staying with it. Right point a shot. Did not get to the net. Continue to battle with 10 seconds left. Swiss trying to get something going. Shot right point Hasler. And the save made for Caden Tate. Thuler a shot. And USA with a pair unanswered in the second period. Lead 3-1 after 2 periods of play. Shots on goal in the period by USA 6 for a 2-period total of 14. By Switzerland 5, and they have 11 after 40 minutes of play. Scoring in the game has gone like this. We go back to the first period. Switzerland took an early 1-0 lead on the goal by Kellen O'Leary, his first of the tournament, from Alessandro Damicelli. 1-0 Switzerland. USA tied the game at 1 late in the first period. Ethan Sung, his first of the tournament, from Jerry DiConzolo and Jake Prunty. 1-1 at that point. USA 2 unanswered in the second period. And it was Mark Pape with his first of the tournament to give USA a 2-1 lead. The assist, Rylan Rooney and Caleb Dinovich. Then a nice solo effort by Jake Prunty to score to make it 3-1. His first of the tournament at 17:47 of the second period. Drawing the assist, Jerry DiConzolo and Colin Grubb. So a 3-1 USA lead after 2. Torrey Taylor's got some content for you. We'll step aside and let Torrey do some of his magic. USA, the U17 selects leading Switzerland 3-1 after 2 periods of play. From USA Hockey Arena in Plymouth, Michigan, you're watching the 2025 U17 Four Nations Tournament. You're watching this game exclusively on USA Hockey TV.
When you need inspiration, it's worth shopping Kroger for mouth-watering meals and appetizing ingredients. Our low prices add up to big savings with over $600 in digital coupons each week, plus up to $1 off per gallon at the pump. At Kroger, you always get big flavors and big savings. Kroger, fresh for everyone.
Everyone says they want to stand for something, but not everyone knows where to start.
We are not everyone.
U.S. gains the line because Nikki Lee walks in, dishes it across, they score! Great pass by Lee, and the U.S. is on the board, and it's now 2-1 as they cash in on the power play. Try to open up a spot for him early. Now Riker Lee comes in, lets it go, they score! What a move by Lee. He just undressed the defender, got himself into the slot, wired it. Liv made the save, but the rebound was there, and the U.S. is back within a goal. Higgins carries in. Wraparound attempt, and he scores! James Higgins, and it's back to a 1-goal game. Now the U.S. trying to answer. Moore going right in, takes the shot, and is it in? It is! The official points at the net, and so the U.S. answers quickly. Will Moore getting it home, and now the U.S. has life back within 2. In on that weak side. Now Mooney looking for an alley to thread it across. Instead brings it to Hensler. Now to Mooney, the one-time rocket, he scores!
Well, that's what the United States needed. It only took him 36 seconds.
Down ice. Trying to force the turnover as Parkey is successful. Zellers scores! Will Zellers puts it in high on the glove side, and the U.S. gets their 3rd of the day. Kicked around the far side. the wall. Martin can't get out. Puck is loose. They score! Potter wires it home on the glove side. And the U.S. has life. Now down 2 with 4:31 left. Able to get it out to center and take the pressure off. Now Osborne brings it up. And they score again. It's now a 1-goal game.
Ben Keevan, lethal, found him in the slot. Barry's a no-doubter. You could feel that.
This tournament's been awesome. Obviously, there's been a lot of people text me that don't normally watch a lot of my regular games, and they're just saying that was one of the coolest experiences, sporting events they've ever seen.
It's hard not to get excited as a hockey fan. I think it was an unbelievable celebration of hockey. You know, it's best on best. It's great for our sport. It's great for opening eyes of potential opportunities moving forward on how we could create these types of events, you know, maybe a little bit more consistently. It's great for the sport itself. I think it could inspire another generation of young players to want to play the game, like some of the events that impacted my generation. There's so many people that are responsible for that, probably no one more than the volunteers at the grassroots level. I think that's the impact that events like this have.
Playing in the USHL helped me a ton. I feel like you show up as a young kid, 16 years old, you're playing against guys that are 18, 19, 20 years old, and guys that have been drafted, guys that are ready for college hockey, guys that are a little bit older than you, and I feel like it really helps your development from a young age, and I feel like it's no surprise why guys are having so much success that have played in the USHL, in the NHL right now.
Program helped me become the NHL player that I wanted to be, basically through amazing coaching, reps, and becoming stronger physically. You're going there to get ready to play college hockey, to someday hopefully play in the NHL.
Youth hockey players in the United States can advance to the USHL or the NAHL. NAHL players can join the USHL. From there, athletes from both leagues have the opportunity to advance to college hockey and ultimately the NHL. That player pool is eligible to represent USA Hockey in international competition, including the Olympic Games.
Both leagues do an excellent job of preparing the individual for the rigors of not only college hockey, but pro hockey. So we have a lot of trust and belief within the model in getting players from either league.
The strengths of USA Hockey Junior Leagues are fueled in part by smaller footprints, meaning less time on a bus and more time on development. That development includes 3 to 4 weekly off-ice weight training sessions, regular video opportunities, both as a team and as an individual, 3 to 4 on-ice practices a week, and weekly games against fierce competition, including the USA Hockey National Team Development Program.
These athletes have that inner drive, and if they're just in a safe, healthy environment where they're enjoying their experience, good things are going to happen. And the track record of that happening through the USHL North American League has been outstanding.
At the Four Nations team, you look at the team here, all the guys that have played in the USHL, been TDP, played in that developmental league, and the success that they're having, I feel like that's the best route to go, and very fortunate for my time in that league.
The structure in place as part of the American development model has resulted in overwhelming success.
The USHL has become, to me, the best junior league in the world. I just am so impressed with the level of play.
Every year I see an age group come up through USA Hockey. It amazes me. Every year it seems to be bigger, faster, and more skilled.
There's tons of excitement around junior hockey in the States, and I think it's just a great opportunity to, be a little bit closer to home and be able to still accomplish your dreams.
The opportunity is there for any kid that wants to become a really high-end player. It's all right there for you. There's great practices, there's excellent coaching, and again, the competition level is great.
Nearly half of the top 5 NHL draft picks since 2019 have come from the USHL, including 3 #1 overall draft picks.
Far over 90% of our players are coming out of the USHL, the North American Hockey League, and the U.S. National Development Program.
Most of the kids that stay where they're at or go to that next level within the U.S. program are the ones that generally have the most success. The superstar players and the all-stars and the players that are leading categories in the NHL consistently now are Americans.
You're seeing incredible development and truly great players come from the United States at record pace.
More than 280 USHL alumni played in the NHL during the 2024-25 season, meaning almost 30% of the league funneled through the USA Hockey player path.
What's impressed me most about USA Hockey is that there's just different on-ramps and off-ramps for these kids to just continue to play.
And then it's about allowing them to have fun and enjoy the game and keep the player pool bigger for longer.
You go to all these cities throughout the States and the fan bases are just tremendous.
For my three boys, they not only prospered and learned about the game of hockey, but they also learned life lessons. And quite frankly, the experience were unbelievable.
Our country just has a tremendous amount of opportunity at a lot of levels to continue to grow.
And at some point in time, we're going to call on you. 4 World Juniors, 4 World Championships, 4 Olympic teams, 4 World Cups, whatever it may be.
I think there's no greater time than right now as far as what the excitement should be of what we can end up being as we continue on our journey of what USA Hockey is.
Here's Fiddler. Hesitates. Fiddler. Right on. Score! Fiddler seeing a shot as Padel right through the wickets, and it's 1-0 USA.
Good patience by Fiddler at the point. He was waiting and waiting and waiting for traffic. Got a couple fakes to try to get outside the shot blocker's lane. He does. And a little innocent wrister. I think he just missed it with his stick.
Welcome back to Texas, and just like that, it's a 1-1 game as Mikhail Severchik curled around and ripped it in, bar and in. His first of the tournament. We apologize as we missed the live look for you. It's a 1-1 game. That's a tough area of real estate. Wrist shot, score! They've got the lead! Severchik again! Second of the period, 2-1 Slovakia.
When you win or lose a draw, you got to know what you're doing. This one was just a stick battle on the boards that Slovaks were able to corral. And when you're hot, as Severchik is in this game, as soon as it's on his blade, he rips this one to the glove side on the short side this time. Really no chance there for Quinlan as he got it up and underneath the bar.
Fiddler drives it in deep. Puck below the goal line. Centering Pete in front. Score! Plaznica in front. Taps it in. We're tied up at 2.
Simple forecheck. Turnover by the Slovaks behind their net. And a quick little pass out to the net front. Plaznica beats his guy to the net front. One times it across his body and into the upper part of the net. And that's a great start for Team USA. Plaznica gets him even.
McKinney weaving. Shooting. Score! McKinney a rocket. And the United States has the lead. It's 3-2. Third of the tournament for Cole McKinney. It's massive here in Texas.
Pretty simple power play again. Get it back to the top, and we're going to see a great net front presence there. Moore stands right in vision. McKinney with a quick little wrister, and Team USA is back in the lead.
Lisi puts it across. Hovan shoots. Score! Hovan ties it up. 3-3. Jan Hovan's got his 5th of the tournament. We're tied up again.
Well, you talk about a response. The Slovaks come back. It's just a simple drive wide, and you find your man Hovan off on the side. Great dipsy doodle there as Lisi enters the zone, kind of fights through traffic.
Fairchild had it, lost it. Keevan picks it up. Wrist shot. Score! Benjamin Keevan, the OT winner, and the United States will take bronze here in Texas.
Put that one in a very hard position for that goaltender to save. He's going to the right, and he goes back to where the goaltender came from. It's tough to get that pad back over there, and Keevan scores the big goal to get Team USA the bronze medal.
Hi, my name's Steve Kiefer with the Kiefer Foundation. There's many forms of distracted driving. Certainly eating and drinking in the car, putting on makeup, talking to other people, talking on your cell phone are all examples of distracted driving. By far, the most dangerous behavior is looking at your phone while driving. Please, when you're behind the wheel, put your phones down and just drive.
This copyrighted production of USA Hockey TV is the property of USA Hockey and USA Hockey TV. Any reproduction or restreaming without express permission is prohibited.
Hey friends, welcome back to USA Hockey Arena in Plymouth, Michigan, and the 2025 U17 Four Nations Tournament. Team USA, the U17 selects, leading Switzerland 3-1. After 2 periods of play, 1-1 after 1. Team USA a pair unanswered in the second frame. Torrey says, let's check the highlights. We will do that. Centering feed failed to click, and Caden Tate maybe his best stop of the period. USA really pushing the pace, and it's Pape finding a loose puck going top shelf. One more look at it after Blaser made the original stop. 2-1, the goal for Pape, 11:42. Blaser a fine stop there on Michael Tang. Another look at it. Blaser did his part in the second period for Switzerland. Here's another save. Not a classic style, but he stopped the puck. Overhead shot will show you. USA catching Switzerland on a change, and Jake Prunty, the defenseman, goes to the offense and puts it in to give USA a 3-1 lead. Time of the goal, 17:47. The USA up by 2, looking to go to 2-0 in the tournament. Small delay. One of the off-ice officials is leaving his box. Maybe left something in the off-ice officials' room. Maybe not. I think Manny will come back in short order. We're going to get the third period started. USA and the Classic Blues go right to left. Pape draws it back into his own zone. Dinovich up the middle, and it clicks to Schmidt. Schmidt chasing the puck out in front. Blaser makes the stop. So the Schmidt, Pape, and Logan Anderson combination has worked well. In fact, these lines and defensive pairings for the US U17 selects, this is the third straight game they've used this exact combination. They did this in the pre-tournament game on Sunday, continued against Slovakia on Tuesday, which is yesterday, and continue with the same defensive pairings and line combinations here today. Off the draw, Pape shot, ripped it over top of the net after Schmidt won the draw. Boy, that's a good fundamental play there. Pape for Schmidt in front of the Swiss bench area. Hasler brings it back, 3-1 USA. Hasler giving chase in the USA end. Dinovich worked away from that. Becker Wenkus wearing an A. Put it to the corner. Pape trying to check his man. Wenkus around on the right side. The puck squirts free. Domicelli had his pocket picked by Schmidt late in his shift. Sawyer at center, trying to cut across the grain, lost the handle on the puck. 3-1 USA. Weber put it in the USA end. U17 selects with Scuderi. Checked in front of the penalty box area by Kellen O'Leary. Moving up, the puck played into the Swiss end by DeMars. Scuderi on the forecheck left corner, ran into his man. Nothing wrong with that. This isn't basketball. This is a man's game. Puck around on the boards. DeMars giving chase left corner. Work at left point, Manila. He'll work at right point. Dinovich just failed to click for Rooney. And back comes Switzerland, Domicelli. Put it to corner in the USA end. Alessandro Domicelli, the son of Nat Domicelli, who played in the NHL about 300 games. Nat Domicelli, if I'm not mistaken, the general manager of the Vancouver Giants of the Western Hockey League. But he spent a long time in Switzerland. Puck in deep, Valenti. I like his game. Put it to an open wing, nobody there but a blue jersey. So that's a good thing. USA brings it out on the rush and taking it in deep and in behind the net. Miniman, he'll go for a skate. Rooney picked off on the play, put it out in front. Puck stopped at the left post by the goaltender, Luca Blaser. And he'll get a face-off. No games tomorrow. Practice and restore and refresh for the boys. No doubt there'll be practice. We get back at it Friday. Slovakia at Switzerland at 1 o'clock Eastern time. And it should be a dandy. Czechia and USA at 4:30. Tickets available by calling 734-453-8400. I know you probably get tired of me giving the phone number. My personal record in an NTP game is 25 over 2.5 hours. But you get the drift. We'd love to see you here. Right point, Hasler. Trying to keep it alive in the offensive zone for Sweden. Dug free by Colin Grubb. Grubb right wing over the line. Sung trying to hook up with Grubb, and it just failed to click. DiConsolo in behind the net, right corner for Colin Grubb. Grubb runs into his man. We're going to get a penalty to Colin Grubb. 5 assists on the tournament, and now he has a 2-minute minor to add to his stat sheet. Time of the penalty, 2:54. It's our time to broadcast. We say hello to the extended international family. Special hello to everybody at USA Hockey tuning in. And a special hello to everybody in Switzerland and the Switzerland contingent. Thanks for tuning in. Swiss on a power play, trailing 3-1. Work it back on the left point. Right side, a hard one-timer. And the save made for Tate. The shot by Bossard. Bossard set up well in the right circle. Bossard over the line, has O'Leary with him. Bossard takes it in deep and in behind the net. Goes to the left side. Work at left point. High slot. And a shot right on goal. The shot, Domicelli. They bang away at it at the near side post. That was O'Leary getting the shot. Domicelli going to the net. And an international disagreement. This is Domicelli walking right down Beck Road. If you don't know, that's right outside the arena here. See a good screen out in front of Caden Tate. So the Swiss coming on here on this power play. O'Leary, good work with Domicelli. Drop it to the left of Tate. Puck laying the dot. Prunty trying to play it around on the boards. It stays in the offensive end for Switzerland briefly, trying to hold it there. Ponzo. And Weber has it in front of the penalty box area. Ponzo in front of the players' benches. He has it again. Ponzo takes a look. 55 seconds left in the Swiss power play. 3-1 USA. 4:05 into the period. Look out. Partial breakaway shorthanded. And a shot. Score! Bergeron. He is a very good developing penalty killer. But don't forget about his offense. And he comes in, partial breakaway, goes top shelf. Ty Bergeron gives the USA U17 selects a 4-1 lead. A lot of traffic in front of the benches, and everybody forgot about Bergeron. And here he comes the head up, and he put it in top shelf. No worries for Ty Bergeron, the Muskegon Lumberjacks prospect. Bergeron, 140 points for Detroit Honeybake last year. And he gives USA a 4-1 lead. Bergeron's first of the tournament. 4:08 time of the goal.
USA number 20, Ty Bergeron. That goal unassisted. Short-handed Team USA goal scored by Bergeron, unassisted. Goal scored at 4:08.
Perhaps they'll check for an assist on that, but Bergeron the goal. Somebody got him the puck. Maybe it was an intercept by Bergeron himself. Have to look at the replay. Weber out of his own end. Starting it up for Switzerland. They now trail 4-1. Valerio Weber. Work at right point, O'Leary. Swiss still working on a late power play. We're back at full strength. Shot left wing on goal, a save made. I believe that was Domicelli. Domicelli on the right point lines. Plays it in deep. Ulrich trying to get there. Nice outlet by Pape, and then he's bowled over on the play by Ulrich. We're going to get a penalty to Ulrich. Second time in the tournament, Pape has taken a heavy hit. He'll be all right. USA up 4-1, working a power play. Time of the penalty to Ulrich, 5:18. Pape's okay. He's going to go right out on the power play. Pape with Conboy and Rooney up front for USA with the extra man. 4-1 USA. Play it around on the right side to Mars. Play it in deep. Rooney to the right circle. Looking for the play. Conboy. Left wing to the goal line. Conboy sets it up left dot. Traffic out in front. Rooney in behind the net. Went lower rim of the right circle to Mars. That failed to click. Swiss trying to get it out. And they will, but not without a lot of effort. Race for the puck, Dinovich. Gets there first, put it left corner for Gunnar Conboy. Conboy starting it up in a 4-1 USA lead now. Conboy, wide left wing, put it out in front, took the shot. I thought he was going to go behind the net. Instead, he took the shot on the short side post, severe angle, stopped by Blaser. High slot, Dinovich, always dangerous. Work it left side. Conboy for Dinovich, moving in right wing, got the shot. Might have hit traffic, did not get the Blaser. Conboy, left point. Rooney, left circle a shot, blocked at the defense. Rooney digs it free, could not get the shot. Right side, and now high slot, Dinovich. Traffic out in front. Seam pass, right side and a shot. Blaser, fine stop. See that a lot in hockey. The seam pass, left dot to right or right dot to left. And DeMars got the shot and the save made for Blaser. USA a well set up power play here. See Pape paying the price, punching the time clock well. And that was Rosa saying hello to Pape. 38 seconds left in the U17 select power play. 6:40 into the period. USA's open up a 4-1 lead. They win the draw on the power play. DiConsolo, seam pass, and too many Swiss players there, clogged in the middle. USA retains possession. High slot, looks like Prunty. Left wing, DiConsolo a shot. Slight piece of that for Blaser. Trying to find DiConsolo in the high slot. Swiss play it out to center. Nice hard work by O'Leary there. Left wing, DiConsolo. Leaving it for Michael Tang. Tang to the left corner. Knocked off the puck, centering feed. Just failed to click for Sung. We get back to full strength. DiConsolo a shot. Through traffic, Blaser the stop. They tried to find Tang at the right hash mark, and that was taken away. Swiss back in transition. Trying to make a play is Gonzalez. And USA on it, up 4-1 now. Centering feed out in front, right wing Ulrich. And that failed to click. USA back, DiConsolo. Cuts across the green, decides to stay left, got the shot. Too many white jerseys there. Puck back into Swiss territory. Lemprick back to get it. Starting it up the right side. Lons trying to get the return pass. That failed to click. Scuderi working over the line, bumping with his man. Rooney there as well. Rooney put it back behind the net. Demers to the left corner. Demers took it away from his man. Pass just failed to click for Rooney. Valenti moves in. Stutter step, holds onto it. Looks a little bit like Lane Hudson there, or Cole Hudson. Valenti playing it in deep. Scuderi to the end wall of centering feed, just failed to click. And the USA depth and skill starting to assert themselves. DeMars working over the line with Rooney. Back to DeMars in deep. DeMars took the shot. Blaser, fine stop. And he has played rather well in this game, the Swiss goaltender, Luca Blaser. 9 minutes into the period. Long shot from center by Bossard. Kicked away by Caden Tate. Bossard set up out in front. The puck did not get there. Scuderi trying to get it out, held in. A shot left point. Mask high in the glove stop for Caden Tate. He'll hold it and get a face-off. Look at Noel Bossard. Bossard, 11 goals and 13 assists, 24 points last year for his team. 4-1 USA. Of course, the national team development program plays here. Our season will start up in September. We have something we call the Kroger College Hockey Series, and in case you don't know, the NTDP U18 team plays NCAA Division I and Division III teams. So when we say that we're playing Notre Dame, it is the Notre Dame Fighting Irish. It is the Lake Superior State Lakers. It is the Fair State Bulldogs. A real good Division III team in the mix. The Adrian Bulldogs also in the state. They are a very good Division III team. Want to remind you of the Pepsi Family 4-pack. Carnival weekend coming on November 14th and 15th. Our annual teddy bear toss, always fun on December the 10th. The Olympic celebration is in February, and we're still setting that up. Always fun to see the hero salute and military appreciation late in the season. Get your tickets, either single tickets or season tickets, by calling 734-453-8400. Say hello to Luke, Peter, or Caleb. And they will take care of all of your ticket needs. Face it off to the right of Caden Tate. Puck ahead. Conboy ran into his man as the puck deep into Swiss territory. Rosa around on the left side. USA holding it. Shot right point, right on goal. The shot by Caleb Dinovich. And the save made for that man there, Luca Blaser. Drop it to the left of Blaser, near the halfway point of the third period. 4-1 USA U17 selects. We make that distinction because the NTDP National Team Development Program also plays here. But they are separate teams. Puck shot the length of the ice, and Switzerland called on the icing. In case you missed it earlier today, Czechia goes to 2-0 in the tournament. They beat Slovakia by a score of 5-4. Real good look at Becker Wenkes, wearing the A Des Moines Buccaneer prospect. Wenkes played in high school at Edina, Minnesota High School last year. So he's making quite the jump to the United States Hockey League. It does happen. And Wenkes, a talented player. Maybe not a guy that's going to put up big numbers, but you need glue guys that can play in heavy minutes when it really counts, and Wenkes looks like he's one of those guys. Prunty got in the way of his man, the puck behind the USA net. Tate plays it around the left side. USA brings it out now. Wide right wing, and chipping and chasing are the U17 selects. Centering feed went to the high slot. Swiss bring it back. Over the line, Pereira got the shot. Ducking was Caden Tate. Held in left side, Valerio Weber. Pried free by Prunty. Schmidt involved with his man. Logan Anderson took it off him. USA back 3-on-2 if they hurry. Schmidt over the line, trying to find Pape on the left side. Taken away. by Ponzo. Good defensive play by him. Schmidt took it away from his man in the face-off circle, takes the return pass at center. Schmidt with Pape over the line. Schmidt knocked off the puck with 8:50 left in the third period. USA's opened up a 4-1 lead. Miniman checking his man in the corner. Dirty work done cheap by the boys. It's 2-on-2 in the corner. Referee watching it all. Round on the left side, it failed to click for Jerry DiConzolo. He'll pick it up again. Try to cut across the grain. That didn't work. Puck taken away by Switzerland. They'll regroup, trailing 4-1. Let's see if they have an answer here in the final 8:20. At center, Colin Grubb put it in behind the Swiss goal. So it's Grubb with DiConzolo and Sung up front. And the Swiss called on the icing with 8:05 remaining. Good look at the players. Thinking about some of the scouts here, some NHL scouts, some college scouts as well, some USHL scouts, scouts from elsewhere. So these are 2009 birthdays, the NHL draft for them, not for a couple of years' time, but the scouts are watching. Gonzalez right wing over the USA line, checked by Dinovich, who continues to have a good tournament. DeMars left wing over the Swiss line. Dropped it. Scuderi, good job to work off his man. Severe angle shot. Scuderi hit the side of the net. Wenkus left point. Whistled it on goal. A save made for Blaser. Had a man in his face. Here's Scuderi going wide right wing, looking for a play. Right circle. And an attempt for DeMars. He was checked on the play. Back comes Switzerland. They'll chip it to the right corner in the USA end. Playing the carom well, Wenkus. In behind the net, taken away. Swiss trying to get something going. Severe angle shot by Bossard, and the save made by Caden Tate. DeMars over the line, in tight, and a shot by Rooney. Severe angle. Going past the far post, running out of space and time. Rylan Rooney got the shot. He's tendered by the Des Moines Buccaneers. Blaser made the stop. Drop it to the left of Luca Blaser. Hasler in behind his own net. Puck cleared the length of the ice. This could be icing. Domicelli, good job to avert the icing. Out in front! And Tate made the stop. As Domicelli made that happen, he won the race for the puck. And Tate had to come up with the stop. Never know, Switzerland gets a goal here, make it interesting 4-2. Manila shot, through traffic, did not get through. Battle in the corner in the Swiss end. Working around on the left side. Switzerland with Hasler. Gaining the neutral ice area. Weber plays it around on the boards. The Swiss go for change. 4-1 USA, 6:05 left in regulation. USA looking to go 2-0 on the tournament. Here's Schmidt, right wing and over the line. Play it in deep. Has Pape out in front, but a backhand shot instead. And the save made for Blaser. That shot by Logan Anderson. Want to thank everybody for tuning in. People ask, how do you get the names? Well, I've been doing this for 40 years. Usually the early games, the first games are a little tough if you haven't seen the teams, but we get better as time goes on. Thank you for tuning in. Puck loose at center. Played in by Schmidt. Swiss trying to bring it out, and they will get it out. Wide right wing. Played in by Pereira. Left corner, Valerio Weber trying to center it out in front, but USA takes the puck away. Valeni to center. Hard around on the boards in the Swiss end with 5:15 and the clock running. Puck out in front. Schmidt on the forecheck in behind the net. Picking it up, neutral territory, Rothel. And USA back with it. Pape giving chase, taken away. Swiss back in transition. Gonzalez took the shot. Eating that puck well, the defenseman. Looks like Anthony Valeni. High slot the shot by Kaufman off a USA stick, out of play and into the protective netting. Look at Eloy Gonzalez. Gonzalez 13 and 11 for 24 points in 40 games last year. 4-1 USA. 1-1 after one, 2 unanswered for the U17 selects in the second period. They have the only goal here in the third. Dinovich around on the right side. Sung finding DiConsolo. DiConsolo going hard to the rack, a backhand shot as he went past the far side post. The stop for Blaser. Line playing well again. Wenkus got into his man. Will chase the puck to the corner against Leo Ulrich. Held in right point Ponzo. Left point for Sons. Lons. Now we're going to get a Swiss penalty. USA player dumped at center. It's going to be a trip. And you see the sign by the official. Time of the penalty, 15:51. It'll be Sam Neff on the penalty. Drop it to the right of Blaser. USA on the power play. Conboy on the draw. Won it, but they'll drop it again. Conboy, Rooney, and DeMars up front. Man at the point with the puck is Dinovich. Dinovich left side for Conboy. Try to seam pass, but it goes to Rooney. Now DeMars on the right side. Dinovich right point, looks for play on the perimeter. 4-1 USA, they work on a power play. Conboy, top the left circle, seam pass, DeMars fanned on it. Set up well, looked like Cole Eisenman there. Now it's Rooney a shot, blocked at the defense. And the Swiss play at the length of the ice. 3:30 remaining, USA in control, up 4-1. Left wing and over the line, Pape. Return pass for Rooney and back to Pape. Has Conboy at the left point. Pape, lower rim of the left circle, Conboy left point. Plays it to the midpoint of the line, Dinovich. DeMars taking a long look. They'll play it in deep and to the right circle. The shot by Rooney blocked. And Switzerland will play it through center and into the USA end with 3 minutes left. And the clock running. Clock becoming an enemy to Switzerland. Dinovich given a hard time on a good forecheck defensively by Weber. USA winding it up and over the line. Ethan Sung sets it up at the left wing half wall. Prunty has had a good game and a good tournament. Sung to the high slot. Right wing, hard shot, and the save made for Blaser. That shot right wing. Late in the power play, and that was Colin Grubb. USA back, Prunty has a goal in the game. Prunty over the line, sets up shot, left point, but the puck taken away. Look out, Bossard, partial breakaway, coming in, got the shot as he is being checked by Sung. And a nice stop by Caden Tate. We get back to full strength. Left wing, DiConsolo, going wide on his man Hasler. And the puck goes free behind the Swiss goal. With under 2 minutes left, USA up 4-1. Manila up the left side. DiConsolo playing it into Swiss territory. Back to get it, Lons. Checked hard on the play, but stayed with it. And The Swiss get it out. Work it over the line. Bossart a shot blocked by Valeni. Played around on the right side. Logan Anderson trying to get it out of his own end. Swiss hold it. Right side Limprecht. Walks the line, plays it to the top of the right circle. And a shot blocked at the defense. The attempt by Trussell. USA back with Scuderi. Hard around the boards in the Swiss end with a $1:10 left. Puck out in front, but Scuderi knocked down on the play. Looking at the referee for a penalty, but smart enough to just continue on. Minute left in the third period. USA about to go 2-0 in the tournament. Scuderi on the back check in his own end. Manila tipping it ahead. Scuderi back at his own line, took it away alertly. Good play. Scuderi holding on to that puck. 1-1 after one. USA a pair of goals in the second period to lead 3-1. And they have the only goal here in the third period, the goal by Ty Bergeron, shorthanded. Lead 4-1. Time winding down. Domicelli tries it. Hard shot, severe angle, right wing to the half wall. And the save made by Caden Tate. Reminder after the game. They'll announce a player of the game on each side. They'll play the national anthem of the winning team. Tori Taylor will have highlights if you want to stick around. And we'll get ready for Friday. Domicelli won the draw for Switzerland, but it's taken away. Schmidt playing it up the right boards and into his own bench area. No games tomorrow, just a practice day and a rest and recovery day for the boys. And there you see Friday's matchups. The Czechia-USA game should be a dandy. Slovakia and Switzerland at the 1 o'clock matchup. DeMars out of his own end, late in this one. Lead pass ahead, knocked down at the Swiss defense. 1-1 after one, USA leading 3-1 after two, and a 4-1 final. The USA U17 selects 4, Switzerland 1. Shots on goal in the third period by USA 10 for a final game total of 24. By Switzerland, they had 8 in the third period, 19 for the game. USA wins it 4-1. They get goals in this game. Ethan Sung, Mark Pape with the eventual game winner, Jake Prunty, and Ty Bergeron. The lone Swiss goal came all the way back in the first period, Kellen O'Leary.
Of the game, today's player of the game for Team Switzerland is number 29, Luca Blaser.
Blaser played well.
And today's player of the game for Team USA is number 12, Ethan Sung. Congratulations, Luca and Ethan. And good luck the rest of the tournament. And now please turn your attention towards the flags for the national anthem of the United States of America, presented by Heinz Park Lincoln.
Team USA winning 4-1 over Switzerland, tied at points with Czechia atop the standings. Get into goal differential and all that other stuff. I'm sure Tori will have that information for you. You can go to the 2025 U17 Four Nations website for all that statistical information. Let's go to the highlights. This is early in the first period. Switzerland a little bit of jump. And it's Kellen O'Leary giving Switzerland a 1-0 lead. Time of the goal, 13:38. Another look at it, Domicelli hooking up with Kellen O'Leary. And O'Leary's first goal of the tournament. 1-0 Switzerland at that point. Ethan Sung crashes the net, goes to the dirty areas of the ice. Although it's a blue ice that he went to, not so dirty, but USA ties it up at 1 at 17:45 of the first period. USA working well in the second period on a power play. Mark Pape goes top shelf to give USA a 2-1 lead they would never relinquish. Another look at it. Pape with his first of the tournament. Jake Prunty's going to get involved, catches Switzerland on a change, goes wide right wing and pumps it by Blaser for his first of the tournament at 17:47. Another look at it. USA leading 3-1 after 2 periods of play. Just one goal in the third period, and it's Ty Bergeron shorthanded, and he goes top shelf for his first of the tournament. Time of that goal, 4:08 of the third period. Team USA goes to a 4-1 victory over Switzerland. So that sets up a compelling matchup on Friday and perhaps even Saturday. Czechia against USA on Friday, and people, even last night, were already saying, hey, this is going to be a really good game, Czechia and USA. So check it out. Again, on Friday, we have Slovakia and Switzerland at 1, and then we have Czechia and USA at 4. Swiss players staying out on the ice. You can see they are saluting some of the Swiss fans still in attendance, and this might be parents and just fans of the Swiss contingent. Love to see that. This one's in the books, and Team USA wins it by a score of 4-1. One final reminder. When you get in that car, put the phone down and hashtag JustDrive. Until Friday, for everybody here at USA Hockey Arena, the final in this one. Team USA 4, Switzerland 1. You're watching the 2025 U17 Four Nations Tournament. And you're watching this on USA Hockey TV. We're back at it Friday at 1 o'clock Eastern Time. Take care, everybody. We'll talk to you then.